Howdy folks, Mad Hatter Scrappy here again. Today I'm going to tell you a story about my dad. When he was younger, back in the late 20s, early 30s, something like that, he was living with his grandpa over in Maceo, Kentucky. Well, great-grandpa was digging a cistern out there by the house. Now, the way he did it, he'd go down into the well or cistern, and it was all rock down there. So he took a star chisel and he'd chisel a hole in the bottom of the well. He'd pack that with gunpowder and light it and then get out of the well. And boom, it would blow up, loosen all the rock in there, and then he could just clean it out. Well, Dad and Uncle Bill, his dad's brother, they decided they was going to help Grandpa one day. Great-grandpa, he went to town in the old Model T. So, Dad, Uncle Bill, they climbed down that homemade ladder, got down there in the bottom of the well, and there was already a hole started. So they must have chiseled it out a little bit more, but they pulled it full of black powder. What they didn't know was Grandpa was tamping that in there. So they just poured it in loose. Put them a good fuse on there, lit it. Uncle Bill jumped for the ladder and broke the bottom rung right off of it. Well, Dad fell on top of him. They both jumped up and climbed up that ladder and didn't get out of the well when that thing went off. All it did was just didn't blow up or nothing. But the black smoke completely filled that well and a big old cloud of it above the well. They said when they climbed out of there, all you could see was the whites of their eyes and their teeth. They was just covered in that stuff. They heard Grandpa's car coming back up the road. So they got him some gunny sacks and started waving them in the air, trying to blow that cloud away. And I don't guess they made it, because I guess Grandpa caught him, but I don't know what he did to him. No, they got away with it for a little bit, but I'd say Grandpa took care of the problem. Yep. Now, we're going to listen to Uncle Handsome again. I still think you ought to get this album. It's Uncle Handsome, The Road Less Traveled. Graveled. The road less graveled. Now, here's something. Listen to this.
Mules, magnolias, and mockingbirds. Mules, magnolias, and mockingbirds. That's what the South is to me. I've heard tell of lots of other places, but there's no place that I'd rather be. Because there's nothing like the smell of a magnolia flower, or prettier than a mule on a hill, or sweeter than the sound of a mockingbird singing, perched on a limb near the still. Mules, magnolias, and mockingbirds. Who could ask for more? As I write this poem, I can see all three through the crack in the outhouse door.
If you've got an outhouse, you know exactly what he's talking about. Y'all spread the word. Tell folks to watch Mad Hatter Scrappy. You hear a bunch of stories, laugh a little bit, have a good time. See y'all next one. Bye.